Hey, this is Billy, aka Gecko, back with another hiking video. This time I'm going to be headed to Sprague Lake in the Rocky Mountain National Park. So, and I may go to other destinations as well. I don't know. We'll just have to see how I feel when I get to Sprague Lake, because I know coming up here, once you pass Jackson Stables, it's a climb. It's almost brutal. Kind of like that first incline going to Cub Lake last hike. Only the incline is a little bit longer than it was going up to Cub Lake. So I've done it before, but the most thing I remember about it was it being brutal. You know, especially that was one of my first hikes when I got here last time 3 years ago, and my body was not ready for it. And I feel a lot better this time being here. Getting acclimated to the elevation hasn't hit me as hard as it did last time for some reason. I don't know, but the longer I'm up here hiking, the less the Appalachian Trail is going to vex me as far as elevation. So I need to get as much hiking as I can here to get my body prepared. One thing I don't think I mentioned was I weighed myself when I first got here, and I was 225 pounds. I weighed myself last night and I'm down to 216 pounds. Which is weird because when I was back home, you know, I ate like one meal a day and I would graze on junk food the rest of the day. But here, I'm eating 3 square meals a day. And sometimes I have like a bag of chips, or maybe 2 bags of chips, the little bitty bags of chips. Or maybe an orange or a banana. And I'm losing weight. So I guess the elevation is good for something. Of course, with all, added exertion from just walking around up here, I still feel that a little bit. I'm just not as winded as I was first time. But that's enough of that. Let me go ahead and turn y'all around so y'all can see what I'm seeing. Like I said, it's a beautiful day up here at the YMCA of the Rockies, Estes Park. I know y'all saw this a little bit last time in my Cub Lake hike. It kind of goes the same way from the lodge that I'm staying in to the trailhead. I haven't made it to the trailhead yet. That's at Jackson Stables. But we'll get to see Jackson Stables this time. Another thing I changed up with this hike is last time when I went to Cub Lake, I got a little bit more sun than I thought I was, and the tops of my ears got really blistered, and I didn't really notice it. And when I took a shower and I was drying off my hair, it rubbed that top layer of skin off where it had blistered. So my right ear lobe started bleeding. But luckily that's pretty much all healed now. That was 2 weeks ago. And it's all healed up, even the scabs come off. So it's pretty much all better. But this time I went and bought some sunscreen, and I got it on my ears, the backs of my legs, my arms, all the places that kind of got sun last time. And I brought it with me in case I start seeing burns on other body parts. So hopefully it's going to be a good day. I know there's one of the guys in food services has also said he's hiking Sprague Lake today, so I may see him on trail. I tried to get my buddy Ron to go with me, but he's been really sick for the past week. He hadn't left his room in like 3 days. Hasn't eaten in 2. I talked him into going to breakfast with me, and he felt a lot better after that. So that's a good thing. One of these days, we're actually going to get out and hike with him. Because that's the whole reason he was asking what my days off were, because he had Friday and Saturday off, and he wanted a hiking buddy. So I mentioned it to my boss, and they gave me those days off. But I haven't been able to get him out on a hike since, you know. But hopefully at least one time before he leaves. I think he's leaving in early July, because he's gonna hike the Colorado Trail, which isn't that far from here. It's down in Denver. All right, well, I'll pull you back out when I get to the trailhead. We get to the stables. That's one of the things they offer the guests here. They have trail rides they go on, like into the national park. Sorry, I had to pick up my walking stick. And, I mean, staff can do it too, but it costs some money. I think I'd just rather walk. Looks like they're getting ready for a ride. We got all the horses saddled. This is the first time I've been back by the stables since I got here. Yeah, that right up there is the ridge line that we gotta climb up to get up into the park. Oh yeah, I see down past the stables you can see a group of trail riders heading out. Turkey fixing to cross the road. Just running down the road. All right, so here we are at the edge of the YMCA property, and we are going to be hiking this way till we get here, and we're going to keep going this way, jump down a little ravine or a little incline right there, I remember that, and hit Sprague Lake. And from there, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I may just turn back. I don't know. We'll see. I may hike around the lake just to get a good view of it. Last time I just hiked there, snapped a picture, and then left. So, all right. Well, that's the hike for today. That's 1.3 miles, and then 1.4 miles-ish to there, and then whatever that is. Actually, if that's 1.3, this must, yeah, that dot to that dot is 1.4. So it's 2.7 miles. It's not that far at all. So, I don't know. Like I said, we'll play it by ear. All right, back on trail. All right, well, we've gotten turkeys. You know, last time I was here, I did not see not one single turkey. Now they're all over the place. Oh, wow. Okay. There's more over here. There's all kinds of turkeys over there. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Count 9 or 10 turkeys. Oops, sorry. There's a lot of turkeys. Oh, there's even more turkeys up there. First view. That's nice. That's a nice view right there. Whew. This uphill is no joke. That's level. That is nice. Now there's a sight right there. Wow. All right. We've been hiking for just over a mile, and we are still going uphill. We are fixing to cross the park boundary. Oh, man. It's the same as those signs that was on right at Tuxedo Bridge when we did Cub Lake, or when I did Cub Lake. I just wanted to show you a couple of deer. That's nice. Man, I just can't get enough of these. Oh, wow. There's one right there. Snuck up on me. Hello, dear. Get her to move down the hill. Let's see if I can hike up closer. Maybe we can get a good look at her. Hey, dear. She is not scared of me. See if we can get past her without spooking her. It's all right. It's all right. There you go. This is minding our own business. Got a little bit of a downhill going now. It's a welcome relief. It's like being in a Christmas tree forest. There's a blowdown. Luckily it missed the trail. When I was growing up, whenever I'd think about a forest, this right here is what I thought of. Just all trees, no underbrush. It was a big, I don't know, disappointment, kind of, when I moved out of Houston when I was like 6 years old to the woods in, just north of Beaumont. And there were trees everywhere, but it was so thick with underbrush you couldn't see, off of the road. And to me, that wasn't a forest. It took a lot of getting used to. Because, when you grow up and all you have is, pictures and books and magazines and stuff, these are the forests that they show you. They don't show you the thickets, I gotta get a picture of that pine cone. Of course, ever since I was like, 4 years old, 5, 6, that age, we took vacations up to like Indiana to visit my great-grandfather's place up there in Nashville, Indiana. And he lived on a mountain. Actually, he owned the mountain. And then he turned it into a subdivision. But, and then we went to here, Rocky Mountain National Park, and the Grand Canyon, and, Carlsbad Caverns, and everything when I was 6. So these are the forests that I remembered, And, I fell in love with these forests and the mountains and everything. So having to live in Texas where it's mostly flat, I mean, there's the hills and rolling hills, but it's not mountains, Oh, that squirrel is not happy with me. I don't know what I did to piss him off. I don't even see him. Well, this right here is one of the campgrounds in the park for RVs and whatnot. We're not going into it. We're going to kind of skirt it on this little ridge. For the most part, it's been a nice trail. I mean, it's also a horse trail, so it is well traveled. And the main part of the walking area or whatever is kind of churned up and dusty, loose dirt from the horse hooves. Okay, they got tenting here too. You don't have to be in an RV. That's cool. That's gonna be me in a year. You know, now that I'm here in YMCA of the Rockies, and when I talk about going and hiking the Appalachian Trail, it doesn't seem like, well, I guess it isn't quite a year. I'm gonna start in mid-March, so, and it's late May now, so I would already be on trail by now, next year. So less than a year, probably 10 months. Yeah, I noticed on that sign for the park boundary that I saw, it said fee area. And it had places where you could buy your fee. So I thought if you were walking into the park, that you didn't have to pay to get in. I'm gonna have to go to the Boone Mountain Center, the Boone Family Center, and ask them about that, because if I need a pass, you know, a parks pass, I should probably go ahead and get one. So it looks like they had a fire in here. I mean, it's been a while, but I don't remember it being like this 3 years ago. So I think it must have happened before then, or after then. I mean, it's not a lot of damage, but you can see stumps where they've cut down all the trees that did burn. Luckily it didn't take them all. Even over here, you can see the charring at the base of that tree. Got about a mile to go before we hit Sprague Lake. We've gone 1.8 trail miles, you know, from Jackson Stables to here. All told, I've hiked over 2 miles. We left at 9 o'clock, and it's, well, I can't see my watch. I have my walk recording. I still haven't figured out how to see elevation gain and loss on this Garmin watch. I need to sit down and read the manual, but I need glasses for that. Now I'm gonna have to take a picture of each page and zoom in. My eyes have gotten really bad. I mean, not bad enough I can't appreciate the views out here. Oh my God. It's amazing. I mean, look at that. That is just awesome. Trying to see if I could see that bird, but I couldn't. We're like less than 0.5 from Sprague Lake. We're kind of following this little mountain stream for a while. Oh, until we get to Sprague Lake, that's where it comes from. Lots of blowdowns around here. This was not here 3 years ago.
Lap 3, 3043.
Oh, that's 3 miles. I wish the watch wouldn't play through the phone when it does those. It's one thing I miss about the Apple Watches. It never did those announcements through the phone speaker. Wow. It really hit this little brook area. You can start to hear the water now. Hello.
You spot any wildlife?
A couple of deer,
Oh,
a
really?
bunch of turkeys back at the Y.
I didn't even know those turkeys were here. I saw them yesterday.
Yeah, that I must have seen like 15 of them.
Oh my gosh,
It was
that's a
a
lot.
big flock of them right there by the stables.
Well, how fun. We'll enjoy.
Okay, you too. All right, well. Let's keep on moving. See if I can't find a really nice spot where I can get a low angle of this little stream. Well, these blowdowns were horrible. Like you can see, it's definitely been a few years since they were cut. And that one's already rotted. Some of this may have been here last time, but I don't remember it. Well guys, this is Sprague Lake. Got some geese, maybe some ducks, I don't know. That one can't float right, neither can the other one. Oh, there's a duck way out there. There we go. There's a lot of people here. Not quite as big as Cub Lake, but it's still beautiful. Well, it just took me a little sit down break for like 20 minutes. Had me a peanut butter kind bar and a banana and drank some water. I'm glad I'm taking the time this time here at Sprague Lake to walk around the lake. It is nice out here today. There's some Canadian geese up here with goslings. I'm hoping I can get a video of them without getting attacked. There's two of them. Hopefully we don't get rained on before we get back to the Y. Looks like there's some clouds. Might make our hike back a little wet. All right, well, I've left Sprague Lake and I'm headed back towards the YMCA of the Rockies. I think that's going to do it for today. I'm already at 4 miles. Nothing like the 11 miles I did last time to Cub Lake, but it was a good hike. I enjoyed it, and I hope you will too. And also, I didn't mention it when I started the video, but I have put together a new intro sequence for the Seasonal Work 2025 playlist videos. That'll be all my YMCA of the Rockies videos, and also my hikes that I do while I'm here. So hope y'all enjoy that. And all of that is, the intro is from photographs I've taken since I've been here this time. There's a big bird over there. Is that a turkey? I think it is. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't think you can. Oh, there's a couple of them. I don't think you can see them. Let me zoom in. There they are. I'm fixing to do a pretty decent climb, so put you out in a bit. Good part about these hikes is when you're going back, it's mostly downhill. I know on these hikes I haven't really been talking much. The Cub Lake and this one, just for the simple fact that, you know, I was going for walks back in Texas, dreaming and planning to get to where I'm at now. Right now I have no more planning to do really on a major scale. I mean, I'm here at my 8-month assignment. That was the first goal that I had. The second goal being getting out to the Appalachian Trail. And the biggest part of the planning of that is just finalizing my gear and saving the money, which is why I'm here in YMCA of the Rockies. Saving the money to do the Appalachian Trail. And I'm glad I'm able to finally do it. This has been a long time coming. For those of you that have been keeping watch on my videos for the past couple of years, past 6 years really, or more. I want to say the first time I ever saw a through hike video was back in 2016. So it's kind of been since then that I've wanted to, and it's been probably about 6 years that I've been trying to get gear and find ways to save money to be able to do it. It all led to here. It's finally happening. Now, I just got to make sure my body can do it. I noticed a little earlier my right knee was kind of hurting, and my left ankle. So I got to remember to take it easy. And if it gets bad enough, I'll go ahead and get like the knee compression, ankle compression to help minimize that. Because I don't want to sabotage my Appalachian Trail through hike before I even get there. And that's another reason why I'm here doing these hikes, is to strengthen my body, lose the weight, get in better shape before I get out on the trail. Now, my legs, strength-wise, they're good. It's the rest of it, the upper body, the midsection, that's where I need to work. But, you know, doing these hikes and staying up here at elevation, working, the pounds are going to drop away. Like I said, I've been here, 3 weeks now. I've already lost almost 10 pounds. Hard to believe I've already been here 3 weeks. Wow. And a long time to go. 7 months yet and some change. But I can see right now, you know, once winter sets in, I'm probably not going to be able to do any hiking. I may throw my layers on and hike around the property, but I'm not coming into the national park unless it's still warmish and, you know, a sunny day and no snow. I think I already said that. But anyway, yeah, I've just kind of settled into a routine here. Ooh, look at those bear scratches. Bear scratched the hell out of that tree. Take a picture of that. Hopefully I don't run into the guy that made that. That's a big paw. I'm zoomed into normal. That is a big paw. Yeah. There have been bears spotted around the property, like 2, 3 in the morning. You know, when it's dark out. I don't really see them during the day. Most we see is deer, elk, and we did see a moose on property. That was cool. So I have seen 2 moose since I've been here. One on the Cub Lake hike, and then the one driving down from a cabin we were working on. Eventually I'll get around to doing a video of cleaning a cabin. It's gonna have to be a time when I'm doing a smaller cabin and I'm working alone, because we're technically not supposed to have our phones out while we're clocked in, only on breaks and when we're being transported from one place to another. So I don't want to get in trouble. I tell you, this time around, being here, I'm making a lot of new friends, and a good portion of people know me by name. They'll stop and say hi or what have you. And that's something that didn't happen the month I was here 3 years ago. I only had one person I really talked to, and that was Eduardo, and he's not here right now. He went to Alaska, but he says he's coming back in September, so hopefully we'll see him. I mean, I'm here till January, so all right, let me do this last leg. I'll put you out after I get past the stables. All right, guys, well, that was the Sprague Lake hike. You can see the nastiness that's over us right now. It's trying to sprinkle on us. Oh, sorry. It's trying to sprinkle on us, but nothing major. I'm not gonna melt. It was a good hike though, but that last, you know, 3/4 of a mile to a mile, all downhill, takes its toll on your hips and ankles. Loved it though. Got some good photographs. A lot of good photography opportunities. Saw a lot of people. Everybody's nice. A couple of rangers They stopped and talked for a second. They didn't bother me though. I'm still wondering about that fee situation. Before I go on another hike into the national park, I'm gonna have to go to the Boone Mountain Family Center here at the Y and ask them, because you can buy, you can pay park fees there. So I just need to double check. I don't want to be like breaking any rules or anything. And if I'm supposed to be owing to go in, then I need to do that. It's starting to rain on me. Trying to anyway. Alright, well, if y'all hadn't done so already, hit that subscribe button. And go ahead and swipe that notification bell to be notified anytime I upload a new video to Gecko's Trails. And go ahead and hit that like button too. Help me out with the algorithm. And if you know somebody that likes hiking, through hiking, camping, visiting national parks, or wants to know more about seasonal work, go ahead and share this channel with them. Maybe it'll help them out. Till next time, this Gecko saying bye.